I don't know why is it taking so long. Who coded this?
Okay, so we will now test if humans or AI chatbots are better at answering tech questions. It'll be James versus GovTech's AI bots, played by Andre. And Kim Ing will be our judge, like the prom royal judge, on who has the right or better answer. Everyone ready?
Yeah, ready.
Okay,
let's
first
go.
question. AI systems can learn from experience without explicitly programmed. True or false?
True. So machine learning, basically you have different types of machine learning: supervised, non-supervised. Supervised one, you have to take learning from the data set, and the AI just learns the patterns in the data set without actually requiring to have someone teach them or without having someone to program them. So they can just learn from the data set without explicit coding. For the unstructured, unsupervised one, there's no labels, but the AI can learn from the patterns within the unsupervised data set itself and still be able to come up with better answers even without learning, even without being explicitly programmed. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
AI chatbot, slightly shorter answer. True. AI systems, particularly those using machine learning, can improve their performance by learning from data and experiences rather than relying solely on explicit programming.
Wow, it's a very tough call, the first question. Okay, actually the answer is true. So both got it right. Okay, both the AI and the human. Yeah, but I personally would prefer the AI answer. Okay, because it brings in the experience part. Okay, what James missed out there was something called reinforcement learning. Yeah, so we will. Yeah.
So
Why am I feeling happy about it?
1-0 right now. Okay, AI bot and James. Okay, we still have a few more questions to go. Which of the following best describes supervised learning? A. The machine is given no labeled data. B. The machine learns from labeled data to make predictions. C. The machine creates data itself. Or D. The machine guesses at random.
So the answer here is actually B, because in supervised learning you have a set of labeled data, and the machine learning algorithm is trained on using that labeled data to make predictions better. In this case, predicting the correct labels for the data set.
AI is taking a while. Let's wait.
I guess muscle memory is faster.
I don't know why is it taking so long. Who coded this?
If it if it hangs, then does that mean that?
Yes, James will get a
gets
point.
it,
I think it's
right?
only fair.
I think we can wait.
Oh, okay, then you got something.
Right. So I have an answer from the AI bots. The answer is B. The machine learns from labeled data to make predictions. In supervised learning, the model is trained on a data set that includes both input data and the corresponding correct output, allowing it to learn from the relationships and make accurate predictions of new and unseen data.
I'm so sorry, James. But that is like the textbook answer for this question, supervised learning. Yeah. Okay, so again,
Okay, we're at 2-0. Okay, go on, James.
I
We
worry
still
for
have-
us. I'm not sure why I'm so happy.
You are playing this one now. It's not actually you. Okay, come. Number 3. Explain how reinforcement learning differs from supervised learning in AI. This is an open-ended question.
Wow. It's been some time since.
Yeah, you can take some time to think about it. Formulate your answer.
It's been some time since I took my AI modules. But in reinforcement learning, basically, you have a utility function, which basically tells the model whether or not they are in a right state, given the actions that they have taken. So, for example, if you're trying to balance ping pong balls on the paddle, right? If you're able to balance the ping pong ball, that's actually giving you a higher score on the utility function, and therefore the model is rewarded for being able to balance the ping pong ball. And through this utility function, they will penalize and reward. So if it throws away the ping pong ball, then it's bad. So they would actually penalize the model instead. But if you can balance ping pong ball, they will reward it.
Right.
So through this utility function, the model is being rewarded and penalized accordingly, and then the model learns from its own actions to see how they can actually fulfill your task, which is to balance the ping pong ball.
Right.
So voice learning is different because you're actually required to have a data set, no? So data set must have labeled data, and the model learns from the relationships inside this labeled data set to predict correct response on the label. So to really summarize the difference, reinforcement learning, you have a utility function, you don't need a data set. The model just optimizes based on that utility function. But supervised learning, you have to have a data set with labels. And
Right. So the answer is that reinforcement learning differs from supervised learning in that it involves learning through trial and error by receiving feedback in the form of rewards and penalties. Sounds familiar?
Yeah.
Whereas supervised learning relies on learning from a labeled data set with correct input-output pairs provided.
Actually, both answers are correct. Okay, I can't find a real differentiation between the two answers. The keywords are there, the reward and penalties, the trial and error, learning from experience, like I mentioned just now. I think all these have been captured in both answers. So I would gladly declare a draw for this.
Very good. So we are at 3-1 overall.
Interesting.
Okay, fourth question. Which of the following is a primary method to reduce bias in machine learning models? A. Using more complex algorithms. B. Ensuring diverse and representative data sets. C. Adding more layers to the neural network. Or D. Decreasing the size of the data set.
I think the answer is definitely B. So you can imagine training a model based on the population. Population maybe in Singapore is like 70% Chinese, maybe 30% other races. But if you have a data set that is like 100% maybe Indian, then that data set will not be representative of the population. And what your model learns from the data set will not be so good at predicting like Singaporean population where it's 70% Chinese and other things, other races as well. So by increasing the diversity and representativeness of data sets, your models can learn better, and therefore it will reduce bias when it comes to prediction.
All right. So the answer from AI chatbots is B. Ensure diverse and representative data sets. Using diverse and representative data sets helps to reduce bias by providing the model with a wide range of examples, allowing it to learn more accurately and fairly across different scenarios.
Okay, so at this point, I must say that I'm very impressed by the eloquency of the AI. Okay, because it tends to say a lot in a very few words. Okay, yeah, but I do want to give some credit to the examples that the human generated, right? Yeah, because the AI,
Not the human James. He has a
Yeah.
James AI.
correct. So this round definitely the example wins. Yeah.
Okay, guys, last question. With AI and automation poised to disrupt industries and jobs, what strategies should governments and businesses implement to balance technological innovation with the protection of workers? It's an open-ended and very complex question,
Yep.
guys.
Okay, maybe let me jump in here. Right? I want to change the order of answering a bit. Okay.
Okay.
This time round, I want the AI to answer first.
Right, all right, okay. To balance technological innovation with worker protection, governments and businesses should invest in reskilling and upskilling programs, promote policies that encourage job creation in emerging sectors, support social safety nets, and foster collaboration between industry and education to align the workforce skills with future demands. Very textbook.
Yeah.
Very textbook. Also
Yeah.
very long way.
Okay. So my challenge to you, James, right, is don't repeat whatever the AI has said, right? But give your personal take about this. What do you think should be done?
Yeah. I think in additional to what the AI has said, which is very textbook, we should think more on the human aspect as well. Because a lot of the times AI are being used to make decisions that can impact our lives. And we should put those decisions in the hands of humans instead of the AI. And then that means putting humans in the loop or over the loop when it comes to these decisions that the AI systems are recommending us to make. Yeah, so for instance, things like giving out subsidies or making a decision based on certain like appeals that actually impact like families and human lives. These are some things that we should have a human look into, and these are some things that a human should make the final decision on. It should not be put on the AI to do it. If not, we will really lose the human touch in the things that we do.
Okay. Actually, I have my conclusion. Okay. So for this particular question, right, I was looking more of the human empathy and the human aspects of policy, because we are talking about something that is on the ground and very sensitive. It's about the ability to balance all this innovation, the speed of change with the protection of human beings, right? So the word human touch is actually missing from the AI answer as expected. Those are actually something new that is just emerging. The ethical use of AI, responsible AI, data privacy, all these things we'll be talking about, right? So I think it's definitely worth it to give a point to the human, okay, for this round, for the answer.
Great job, guys. Okay, so we are at 3-3 and it's a tie.
Wow.
So
Okay.
congrats to both of you.
Yeah.
And now
AI
let's...
chatbots.
Yeah, AI
chatbots.
bots.
Yeah.
Bots.
Oh, AI bots, sorry. AI bots.
I'm from the government IT security incidents response team. So we are responsible for incidents Sorry, I silent already, but it's a...
This was not scripted. He's truly saving us from cybersecurity issues.
We are always asked, like, what's the impact of what you're doing? Yes, you're doing a lot of things, but what exactly do we get from it? I would kind of bucket the benefits of the SG tech stack into maybe 2 areas. So one area is definitely the developers. The developers are our end users. They are our so-called main target audience. So every year we run an annual developer survey to understand the developers' pain points so that we can figure out whether our tools are meeting their needs. The other part is, of course, improve quality of applications, improvements in the security of the applications that are being developed. And of course, ultimately we hope to drive to lower the overall cost of the things that we're doing.
So the wonderful thing about Prom Royale was how far the finalists took it also. So in fact, our 2023 prom queen, Sheila, really brought the tournament to an international eye.
Yeah, I spoke to her on a podcast series that I run, and she was sharing her experience with me. She was always interested in data science and LLMs, but her job when she first started was in economics. And so when the chance to take part in Prom Royale came, she was very excited. I think no one can really tell and say what the future of AI could look like, frankly. But one thing is for sure, AI has and will continue to change the way we work.
I'm Alicia.
I'm Andre, and we'll catch you in the next GovTech Decoded.
Yay.